crafty people. This, look, I got my nails done for the wedding. And I have a project share that I created for the wedding. And I usually don't do this. I created first an envelope. And I have, I picked up a couple things, you know, as I knew we were going to the wedding. And this piece right here, I believe I picked up at Michael's. I believe. This frame in the background is definitely a Michael's. And the paper collection is P.S. I Love You from... I can't remember. But anyway, I knew I wanted the frame in the background and I wanted to layer the Mr. and Mrs. on top. And I did a much heavier frontage on the frame and a lighter frontage on the Mr. and Mrs. because I still wanted it to give the white effect, but I did use the pink vintage, let's see, shabby pink embossing powder frontage from Stampendous. So, you know, first I used gesso, and then I sprinkled the frontage on while the gesso was wet and let it dry, and then I heat set it. So I pulled out this beautiful collection that I had literally purchased for a wedding project, and I had thought about making her an album, but she's not a scrapbooker. And I just don't know if she would really enjoy a project like that, or she'd prefer traditional style a wedding album. So I opted to go this route. And I wanted to use craft. She's having an outdoor wedding, and it's in the country, and I figured the craft paper kind of lends itself, even though the pinks are shabby, because her color is like a mauve color, probably more like this that her bridesmaids are wearing. So I created the whole card. I layered the pieces, you know, forever and always, and, you know, the clock and the roses, and I layered this wild orchid craft and fabric flower cluster. I added some bead sprays and some bling here. And at the last minute, I was like, because it looked like this, I was like, that's not enough bling. It needs to be more blingy. So I've had this piece in my stash for a good while, and these are all DIY Boutique Supply pieces, and I'm gonna see my friend from the DIY Boutique Supply while I am in San Antonio. And so she had told me she's going to replenish my stash. I'm super excited. So I thought this was a gorgeous piece. And hopefully this will be something that she keeps forever in a box with all the other beautiful cards. And this one hopefully will stand out amongst all the others. This is the back. And, you know, I just added some, these here are stickers from the collection. This is a, not a chipboard piece, but it's a sturdy piece. I added the lace. This is from the collection. And I have a little double-sided sticky tape on the back here. I opted not to put anything on the inside of the envelope simply because the card itself, it's kind of hard to fit in there because although I tried to make it as flat as I could, I did add some very pretty lace to it. And I layered a bunch of the elements from the collection. This says, "Together is a beautiful place to be." And you open it up, and at the top, I cut out their picture from the Save the Date card, and I cut this out. It says Joseph and Sarah. And then these are elements from the collection. So affection, a feeling of liking and caring for someone or something, feelings of love, a tender attachment, cherish, to feel or show great love for someone, to remember or hold in a deeply felt way, and devotion, a feeling of strong love or loyalty, the fact or state of being ardently dedicated and loyal. And I just thought that cluster, along with this, you are my moon, my sun, my moon, and all my stars. And that is from the bottom of the paper collection. It was like the title of that particular paper, and I thought it was perfect. And then I cut this out from the save the date, July 14th, 2017. So when they open it up, they will be surprised that they are inside. Then, you know, I wrote my message, and that's pretty from the paper collection. So I just did some layering there, and I'm going to enclose a nice little amount of, a nice amount of money for the newlyweds. I did stamp on the back, handmade by Rena Myers. Even though she does not know me as Rena, she calls me Aunt Marina. And we're just honestly so excited for her and her new life. I don't know her husband very well. I've met him once. We went to dinner. He seems very, very nice, but it sounds like it's going to be a magnificent event, and I'm excited to share it with you on my vlog. So if you don't watch my vlog, check that out next week. And thanks for watching. Happy scrappy day. Bye.